Storytimers! It's your favorite Storytimer, Annie! And her best pal, E.
Hi everybody! Ready for another exciting adventure with the tourists?
I am, E. What about you guys? Are you ready? Let's go! So today we're going to be reading... E, what are you supposed to be reading again?
I actually don't know.
Oh, that's alright. I mean, mentally, he got ear holes on top of his head, so he's sort of like a grasshopper, but anyways. I was pondering we do another Shakespeare book. How does that sound to you?
Oh, wait, I think I actually finally know which one you want to do.
Really? What is it, E?
I have to go find it.
Oh, man. E?
Sorry.
Okay, get your extendable arm out. Thank you. Alright, so while E grabbed his extendable arm and did a little hijacking, I think it's time for me to explain a few things.
Oh, wait, I think I see it.
You do, E?
It's behind you.
What?
Oh.
Oh, E.
Lunch is ready.
Oh, okay. Adios.
Oh, what a delicious lunch. Yum.
Hi, Storytimers. I'm back from lunch and a 4 nights dinner and sleep. So now I'm ready to read you all the mystery book. It's Richard3. A Shakespeare story retold by Andrew Matthews, illustrated by Tony Ross. Let's begin. Richard3. A Shakespeare story. This book is apparently for Rob A.M. I don't know who Rob is. I wonder if you do. So there's a table of contents, a little castle, and I'll let you pause the video so you can do the cast list. And it's set the scene in England in the 15th century, which means all of these people are British. And therefore, since I cannot prove a lover to entertain these farewell spoken days, I am determined to prove a villain. Richard L.I. Visit the battleground at Bosworth Field alone, and you will meet me without knowing it. My restless spirit will seem to be the sighing of the wind through the branches of a tree, or the creeping shadow of a passing cloud. Long ago, I was flesh and blood like you. I was a king, until I came here. On this field, I lost my crown, my kingdom, and my life. And here you could see what seems to be the aftermath of a battle. Before I became King Richard, I was Richard, Duke of Gloucester, son of the House of York, though my deformed back and withered arm earned me other titles. Richard Crookback, my enemies called me, Hedgehog and Spider. I had many names and many enemies, chiefly in the House of Lancaster. For almost 30 years, the Yorkists and Lancastrians made war to decide who would rule in England. My brother Edward was king until he was overthrown and exiled by King Henry, but he came back with me and our brother George, Duke of Clarence, at his side. King Henry was imprisoned in the Tower of... And you can see is 2 different pictures. Now let's see what tower he was imprisoned in. London. For his own safety, naturally, our armies marched west and won a glorious victory over Edward, Prince of Wales, at Tewkesbury. The prince was captured unharmed, but somehow met with an unfortunate accident and died of stab wounds. While my brothers celebrated, I returned to London, paid a secret visit to the king in the Tower, and gave him the sad news of his son's death. Poor Henry was too gentle and too holy to live in this world, so I sent him to the next with the point of my dagger, and gave it out that he had died of grief. The old king's tragic death set me thinking. Historically, this man was rather bloody, but Shakespeare likes to dramatize things. The Yorkists had triumphed over the Lancastrians, but the result was more like a truce than peace. Just below the uneasy surface lay mistrust, hatred, and the desire for revenge. Given such a situation, it grieved me to consider what wickedness a mischievous person might do, simply by dropping hints and spreading rumors. My way is clear. I could have supported my brother, the king, and toiled to reconcile the houses of York and Lancaster, but peacemaking was not my taste. The time was ripe for someone to play the villain, and I was determined to be that someone. I would deceive and double deal and smile, even as I committed murder. When wars end, the victors often fall out, and so it was with us. I made certain of it. During his exile, my brother Edward was struck with a wasting disease that gave him a hollow cough and stretched his skin tightly over his bones. With the throne regained, he ruled England, but his sickness ruled him. He feared plots against him, and spoke daily with astrologers, fortune-tellers, and the like. Here you can see a lot is going on in this book. Hopefully nothing too bad. The night I received news that the king had issued a warrant for the arrest of the Duke of Clarence, I hurried to Clarence's house and met him in the street outside, accompanied by armed guards. "Why has our brother Edward done this, Clarence?" I cried. Clarence laughed carelessly. "Because my name is George," he said. "Some half-crazed wizard told him that his sons would be cheated off the throne by a man whose name begins with G." "This is the Queen's doing," I growled. "She encourages the king's wild imaginings." The captain of the guard saluted me. "I'm sorry, my lord Gloucester, but I was given orders that no one should be allowed to talk to the prisoner," he said. "Please stand aside and let me do my duty." "Very well," I agreed. "Don't worry, Clarence. I'll make sure that you're not imprisoned long." As the guards marched their prisoner away to the tower, I smiled to myself, for it was I who had taught the wizard what to say to the king and paid him to say it. "Ah, Clarence," I sighed. "As your brother, I want only the best for you, and it would be best if your soul was safe in heaven. I will arrange it soon, I promise you." The first part of my plan had been successful. With a light heart, I made my way to Westminster to begin the second part, winning myself a bride. And that's where we're going to stop today, on a special cliffhanger. So what do you think? So far, we can see that Richard 3, since this is all in first person, is a very wicked man who is going to apparently kill his brother. This is something that you can infer. And infer is when you make an educated guess to the things that the author doesn't tell you in the story. Because the author's job isn't to tell you everything about every character in the book. So it's like a puzzle. Your inferences are the pieces that you scattered around the floor as a kid, and you pick them up and put them back in the puzzle. So yes, an infer is really important. Makes the story more interesting, and it's as if you are a character present inside the life of the characters of England in the book Richard 3. So this seems to be the end. Tune in next time for more awesome adventures with Anytime Storytime and your suspiciously missing pal, E. E, where are you? I guess he's asleep. Oh, E. Adios.